Today I would like to talk about mindset, and at the end of this video I'm going to show you a little bit of a shoulder, bicep and tricep workout that we did in group. Easy to follow, nothing special, just a little bit, overworking the muscle, making sure that we're growing some muscle. And I'll show you a little bit of what I'm cooking today, since I'm cooking for the next 4 days. So stay tuned. This morning I got up at 3:20 and I saw a message from my client telling me that she can't make it. She's a police officer. She was on a scene, on a murder scene, and she couldn't leave. She works a lot of overtime, and she was working throughout the night, even though her work day starts at 6 a.m. And instead of turning off the alarm, I got up, I got ready, and I went to the gym and I worked out early morning. So while most people would probably shut off the alarm and go back to sleep, I'm thinking well, I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep in. I actually went to the gym, worked out. I didn't have much left to do this week, but I wanted to do some abdominals, a little bit of cardio. Also, I'm going back to the gym later today, and I'm doing a little bit more cardio. First, hopefully in the park. If the weather stays beautiful, I'll be in the park doing some cardio, and then I'm training. I hear this all the time when people say, like, I didn't sleep last night, so I'm not coming to work out. It's really funny to me because I don't have good sleep, and I don't sleep a lot, and I always make it to the gym. And I'm always imagining, can you imagine your trainer would call in tired? I'm sorry, I'm too tired, I can't train you today. So it's really interesting to me, the same as I'm from Germany. And in Germany, we have snow and we have cold and we have crazy rains, and you still go to work. And the funny thing is, here, if there's a little bit of rain going, I get cancellations where people go, I'm not coming today because it's raining. We live in Vegas. So it's interesting to see. And a lot of times when people go, like, I want to do, I want to climb this mountain, but I don't like cardio. I don't want to do cardio. This is in an extreme elevation, and you need to increase your cardiovascular capacity in order to make it, because otherwise you're just paying a lot of money and for nothing. So I follow a lot of these big names, these people that most of them came from nothing, and I follow them because I want to see their work ethic and their routines. And the average person that makes it in life and is very successful works 59 hours per week. Some of them work even longer than that. I know Elon Musk works 120 hours every week. And they don't take a lot of vacations, and they just really work a lot. And it's all about mindset. And they love what they do, and that's why they're so ambitious and so disciplined. And that's what inspires me, really. So it's really important to know that you can do any of that. Sometimes when some of my people that work out in group, I try to talk them into competing. I don't charge more for competitors, but I'm always trying to talk them into competing so they actually stay consistent and lose their weight. And it's funny when they tell me, no, I could never do that. If you tell yourself that you could never do that, you probably can't. But if you tell yourself that you can do it, then you can. It's pretty easy. It's really interesting how that works. But our brain works on convenience, being comfortable. We don't want to get out of the comfort zone. It's really funny. I had weighed 2 of my girls in the afternoon yesterday, and they lost weight. They lost a pound. I was surprised because after one of them told me that she gets these ready meals and they're pasta and this and that, whatever. They have even no calories, but they have a lot of carbs in it. And then she told me that something else she did, a couple of things that are off the list, and I didn't say anything. I was just listening, and then was disappointed that she only lost 1 pound. It's because you still ate processed stuff, and you still took in processed things, and if you don't exactly follow to what I tell you, then you're not gonna receive big results. It's just how it is. But it's really interesting. It's all about discipline and mindset. And I'm not 100% there. Like, I have to really focus on my diet. I'm really consistent with my workouts. So I started this new routine where I coming in 6 weeks ago, where I started to come in at 5 o'clock in the morning to get my workout in, sometimes cardio. And then when I'm done after my morning groups, I actually go to the park and I do another 40 minutes of cardio in the park. And before I start my afternoon groups, I come back to the gym and I do another 30 minutes of cardio and maybe some abs. So it's, you know, I started the second habit of going to the gym, going to the park just a couple of weeks ago. So it hasn't really shown on the scale yet, but it will. But what I need to do is really be consistent on my diet. I have to not allow myself to stop by a grocery store on my way home, because by the time I'm done in the morning, I don't ever leave the floor. I'm really, it's really exhausting. I don't even go to the bathroom if I don't, you know, I'm trying not to. But the way I'm rotating is people come in whenever, and I just train them through the different stations I have. And then this way I avoid having too many people at one time. But it's exhausting. By the time I'm done in the morning, I'm like, my feet hurt, I'm tired, I just want to go home. And then I push myself to go to the park, and I do my cardio in the park. And after that, on my way home, I need to stop going to a grocery store and picking up stuff that I shouldn't have. So this week I'm going to develop a new habit, and the habit is called not taking money with me. I'm going to take $5 with me. That's it. That's all I'm getting all week. And I'll leave it in my glove compartment, and if anything emergency happens, I'll have the $5. But other than that, I'm not taking anything with me. And this way, I'm starting my new habit of not stopping at the grocery stores. So I have to exchange habit with another habit that's better for me. So it's really important to have the right mindset. You know, binge watching 10 episodes of your favorite reality show is probably not the best way to spend your time. And you can actually watch some of it while you're doing your cardio. So you can combine those two, do your cardio, do your workout, and watch your favorite show. But don't just sit there on the couch and watch your show. It's all about that. Most people that are, you know, talking badly about people that are successful, or people that do things like that, they're just sitting on their bed, watching Netflix, you know, not worrying about anything. So, you know, you can't be one of them. There are ways to change your mindset. You know, instead of thinking, I can't do something, you know, think, how can I do something? How can I achieve this goal? You know, when you say, I don't like vegetables, see if you find some vegetables that you actually like, you know, and exchange that. Instead of, you know, going like, oh, I hate protein. I had a lady before. I had a lady, she was really heavy. She was like 250 pounds, and she was older, and she would always say, I don't like flesh, talking about protein. And she would text me like, I mixed my oatmeal with sweet potatoes and rice. And I'm like, and how much did you have of that? Because she had a seated job and she would not move all day. And the end of the day, she walked, I think it was like 25 steps, which was to the bathroom. I'm pretty sure. So it was quite interesting. You know, don't tell yourself you can't, because there's an exchange for everything. See what exchanges your protein if you don't want to eat animal protein. See if you can exchange your protein with a protein shake, even if it's a vegan shake, you know, something that has your essential amino acids, really important. Otherwise, you lose all your hair. And see if you, you know, if you don't like water, you know, put something in there. You can have some cucumber and peppermint leaves in there. You can squeeze a little bit of a lemon in there. You know, certain ways that you can better that water. Don't drink flavored water, because that doesn't go into your water stores. It just stays there. It's just flavored soda. So so just you know, exchange things, change your mindset. You know, instead of hitting the snooze button in the morning 25 times, you know, get up. You know, tell yourself, I'll get up, and get up, get up. You know, yawn, drink some water, have some coffee, and start your day. Don't procrastinate. Instead of saying, I hate cardio, try a class. We have like awesome classes at the gym. You can always try a class. You can go and do cardio outside. You know, if it's not just about being lazy, do your cardio outside. So many people that start with me, and then all of a sudden I ask them, how much cardio are you doing? Oh, I stopped cardio when I started with you. I'm like, no, 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 no. You need both. You need all of it. And you need stretching too. And people complain to me about little aches and pains. You know, my lower back hurts and my shoulder hurts and this and that. I'm like, you need to start stretching. You need to start yoga. You need to do something. And they go like, oh, I don't have time for that. You just told me you watched 10 episodes of your favorite reality show. You can stretch while you watch that. So, you know, it's a simple change. We're so set in our ways. And we're copying our parents. We're copying everything that we see around us. We need to change that crap. So change your mindset and your results will follow. So here I'd just like to share a little video with my girls. You know, we did some little bit arms, bicep, tricep, shoulder workout. It was fun, so I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon. Wait, don't go yet. I promise that I'll show you what I'm cooking. I'm such a cheap person. So I bought chicken breast, and I bought it with the skin because it's much cheaper with the skin than without the skin. But of course I'll take the skin off later. I don't really like chicken skin. I don't know. I used to. I don't know how I did that. But and so my vegetables of this week are simply green beans. And I buy them frozen at Trader Joe's. It has nothing else in there, just green beans. And I cook them in just a little bit of chicken broth. And then I have meatballs that I had in the freezer that I just baked in the oven. And I'll have, my husband's gonna have his rice. I cook enough rice so that it lasts me for 2 weeks, and I put it in Ziploc bags and put it away in the freezer. And then whenever I need it the night before, I lay one of those bags out, and it's defrosted by the next day. And what else did I cook? Oh yeah, I did my egg whites, and I bought this mixed vegetable from Trader Joe's. It's in the salad section. All it is it has carrots, celery, and onions. So I took a little bit of the carrots, the celery, and the onions, and I sauteed it in my pan with a little bit of MCT oil. And so I added a little, because the carrots take a little bit longer to soften. I put a little bit of water in there and I let it cook. And once all the water was gone, I added my egg whites to it and cooked it together. And then I had the rest of the vegetables. I put it in a pot and I cooked it with a little bit of chicken broth. And then, and it's enough soup for probably 3 days, maybe 4 days. And I put a little bit of, I scrambled 2 eggs in there. So it's like an egg drop soup. It's really delicious. It's really good. You should try it out. So it's really good. So that's another thing that I'm doing. I still have my ready shakes in the morning, just because I don't get off the floor until I'm done with my morning sessions, and I can carry them with me. And whenever I watch the time, whenever it's timed for me 3 hours after my breakfast, I'll start sipping on those shakes. And then in the afternoon, I'm probably just gonna eat some of my chicken breasts, because those breasts are gigantic since I bought them GMO ones at Walmart. But I'm not gonna eat a whole breast every time. I'm just gonna eat 4 ounces. And the rest can be my afternoon snack. You know, I can add a boiled egg if I want to, if it's not enough. But I'm trying slowly to get back into eating 5 times a day. Usually I'm not very hungry in between, but I know I need to, and I need to make my meals smaller and eat a little bit more consistent than just twice a day, because I lost muscle on the intermittent fasting. Especially when I was fasting for 4 days, I lost muscle. And the intermittent fasting, I lost a little bit muscle too, and I don't want to do that. I'm too old to lose muscle. So I'm back eating 5 times a day. So this week, last week it was only 4 times, but I'm getting better. So this time it's 5 times, and that's it.